Alright, ready? Alright. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play the Logical Journey of the Zoombinis. Is this episode 13? Oh, good gravy. Well, we are back at the Mountains of Despair with our four set of Zoombinis. We've made it through the big, the bad, and the hungry for our fourth time. We had a little bit of a issue with the pizza trolls. What I mean was a little on the mean side. Yeah, well. Then, that was episode 11. Then episode 12, we went through the deep dark forest and had 0 issues. This will be a 0 issues thing, well, the next time we go through there. Now, to the Mountains of Despair. I don't see any large issues if I don't make any mistakes. So, we're going to start with this. Oh dear. What we got here? Uh-oh. Well, there's dumpster fire. Well, so this can go one of two ways here. Either these two are right here at the end, or they're right here at the beginning. Like, at the ball. So, we're going to take Zimpia here, and she's going to be our guinea pig. If she moves, I put her the other one. Aha. So since she's here, she'll go here, and the rest of them we can put them in any sticking order we want. Because the rest of them are the same. That's the thing about with this setup specifically. Is it always going to be this easy? No. In fact, I think the next one's going to actually be kind of difficult. Now that I think about it. But we don't have to worry about that today. And who knows? Maybe the next one is hair, and then we just get a cakewalk. Because I don't think we're getting to the next hairstyle until on the next set of Zoomini on the fifth voyage. We might. I'm not saying that that's a hard set in stone. In fact, we'll at least get the sleepy eye next time. In fact, no, I know we're not. We got 5 noses to go through. And 5 sets of feet on each of them. Yeah, no, we're not. We will be starting the sleepy eye next time for sure. Yeah. Again, this one's easy. The Lion's Lair is always easy. At least oh so hard and not so easy.
All Zoombinis are created equal, and they appear to be identical if the correct crystal is used.
I think I heard that one before. Well, Yum, 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 yum. Alright, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? That's funny. Okay, well. Is this one of those cases where we get to use all the Zoombinis? Now we gotta be careful though. Like, we get to use all the crystal filters before it changes on us? That's a rarity, even for this game. Here's a funny situation though, guys. You don't see this very often. The crystal... Let's see. If I were to take this guy... In fact, we are. We're gonna put him here. And then I will take you. I don't want to take you because you will fall down into the drink. But watch this. Yeah, he's on the screen. Yeah, you're making him. That's a rarity. Even for this game. So, all you gotta do here is keep an eye on the feet of these Zoombinis. Is what you need to do with this loadout. Because the hair, the nose, and the eyes will all change to make this guy. Well, if you use the bike, that is. But they'll have the bald head, the shades, and the green nose. You just got... So... That's a rarity to see this, though. Just pay it... So... It's still a man... class of paying attention, we had her go... Excuse me. Had her go through, on the previous Zoombinis. That's funny. Yeah. We can't send these two through yet. The crystal filters will change when they go through. Alright, but they go through. So for the time being, let's just take our Zoombinis. I said, take our Zoombinis and go here. I'm not following any specific pattern because I already know that they're just a giant mess. That's okay. We have enough skates to do all this. Come here. Chuba, behave. We're gonna go ahead and use you next. I said, we're saving him for last. Because he's not getting filtered at all. That's funny. This is fun. You don't normally see a blank screen here before they refilter everything. You don't normally get to see that. That's amusing to me, and every single which way possible. Okay, so this one's probably gonna have 2. Yes. Because here, excuse me, you'll get filtered to have be a student and have filtered to have a purple nose and a flat top. But there's no filter here for eyeglasses. So we gotta use the 2 eyeglasses here. And then you move on you. Kinda looks like a teacher. We'll put you down. And it doesn't matter which of these 2 you use. In this particular case. It doesn't matter. You only need to have the one that, only to have one of the bikes. It does not matter which one you pick. At least in this case, because it's gonna get refiltered on the next one anyway. See? And now, got you. This one, you've got to watch it, and I think, really, we can do a good fair amount of these. Just watch the nose. It won't matter. The eyes are not going to matter anymore because we already, all of them have shades. This one you actually have to watch the nose. Don't worry about the feet because the feet are getting filtered on both sides. It's just watch the nose as you send them through. Now then. Oh, come on. Green nose and green nose. Yep. She just got a new pair of footwear. Yeah, so we have a red nose. Do we have a blue nose? Yes, we have a blue nose. So we'll take care of. And that's going to finish up. It doesn't matter what the feet are. So just pay attention to the noses on this particular one. After she gets across, well, let's see what we get for the final 2. Okay. Oh. Got a filtering of the hair here. So that's funny. You change from spring to a propeller. You're already a spring, so you get to just change your propeller. It doesn't matter which one you do here, as long as you take. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Come on. As long as you take one of these spiky-haired guys. Thankfully, we've got plenty. We only need to take 2. Don't worry about not having filters. Both of these are red nose, so they're and the filters here make this sunglasses red nose. And don't worry about the feet either, because again the propeller. There's a filter for the propeller. I'll make a little sleepy eye guy go through. Not that he's gonna keep this sleepy eye look. In Crystal, he looks like he has a styling pair of shades. Alright, time for the disaster that is Bubble Wonder Abyss. Although I say that, Bubble Wonder Abyss may actually a little easier.
For traps.
You still gotta watch for traps.
Easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
The amount of rhyming done in his lingo there too is pretty cool. Oh, this could be. Welcome to one of the probably most complicated ones we've seen so far. Alright, folks. Alright. So, let's take a look at this disaster. Dancing all about me. Alright. Okay. We have a complicated mess here, actually. Well, not really. See, first up, here we have a bite. So we only have one start point this time. Which, okay, that's going to save us a giant headache here. So first up, here we have an arrow, a green arrow. We have a white arrow, and we have a blue arrow. Now, you would think, now we gotta be careful. You gotta be careful here. Now you would think, we only have one eyeglasses bike. You would think, take the green bike here. Take Closino here, Nito, and have her go and flip that. No, bad idea. Because right now, anyone who goes on this green path that is not a bike is just going to go straight into the drink. We do not want that. In fact, we want to make sure, because right now, as it stands right now, we want to make sure that everybody can go across. Thing is here, we have a green nose bike. We have a yellow nose bike with some pair of eyeglasses. And we have a blue nose bike. And that's all three of our bikes. Here's the thing about this. While we take the bikes and the eyeglasses, they'll go up. If the green switch was flipped, the other two... Sure, you can get the bikes to go this way. But the problem is that there's a filter here for the eyeglass for the students. But the other two, the problem is that the bikes would... There's only one bike, and that student that would flip the green switch. And that means, and then flipping that green switch would send into the drink. So, There is actually a way to get all 16 Zoombinis across, though. You'd actually be surprised on how easy this puzzle actually is. See, the first thing we have to notice is that we got this blue switch here. See, first up, we need to send all 3 bikes on this path, because that would send them to the 2 switches. There are no other. We don't have a red bike, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, what about the other green noses? We don't need to worry about them. At least not yet. We need to, in order to save the other green noses and blue, we also need to save, because currently the blue noses, if we sent them in, would fall down and they would go into the drink. We don't want that. So, believe it or not, our first Zoombini here is going to be Osrusa. The reason why, she's a bike. So, if we were to send Wagatulu here, she would just bypass it and go straight into the drink, which is bad. So, our first objective. Okay, send Boofru. No, bad idea. Boofru at this stage would go here, yes, and fall down the path I would want her to go. The problem is this blue nose right here. At the moment, it's not safe to send Boofru through, because it's pointing down. Right to this arrow, right into the drink. You can flip the switch and then have Ultros go this way. No, Ultros would be in the drink if we did. And even if we were to send Cristino onto there, managed to find a way to flip the switch, the green switch, and Cristino would make it. Yes, very much so. Because she would hit this, then this, and then this, and go all the way up here. The problem is that we can't flip that switch without sending her that way. So, what we're going to do first, because if we send Osrusa through, she'll go way over to here instead. No, and hit the blue switch. And then that will send her here and back up into safety. So, Osrusa here is our first Zoomini. Now, we're going to let Osrusa fly through. Now, you would think they're not over it. She is, actually. The depth perception is a little on the wonky side sometimes, I'll tell you this. Now we need to get Osrusa. Now we got Osrusa across. Let's send Boo through. This is so easy to miss. That would have tripped someone up if we had not spent the time to look at the board. Now, it's clear. Now it is safe to take Clasinito and send her across. And now the path is clear. Now, we're still not safe yet. We are still not safe yet, by far. So, now we need to take... Now, let's take Quoply. And she's gonna go this way. Now, this one's gonna alternate, so we gotta alternate again. But you're not gonna have enough greens to offset. We don't need to worry about that. Sure, we have more reds than we do greens over there, but that's not gonna matter in this instance. First, well, we got 3 left. That's still not going to matter. It wouldn't matter even if we had 2 left over here. The reason why? We have 5 Zoombinis to offset this. We have 5 Zoombinis to offset any mismatches that we do, any mistakes we made with this. So, it's facing down, so we want to take one of the green ones. We are taking our green and red Zoombinis first, and this way we can avoid any catastrophes. Save us a giant headache. The remaining 5 Zoombinis afterwards, we can just fire willy-nilly. Well, semi-willy-nilly. We just still gotta keep an eye on the padding so that they don't collide with each other right here, or they will be in the drink, much like if we sent them on the path before flipping the green switch. It'd be a little more annoying as if this was right here. That'd be a little more annoying. I'll say that. Alright, let's send Lindaya around. So for now, we'll just send them across on their merry way. Now I can go ahead and send the next green nose, because the green nose takes a longer path than the red nose. We'll wait a few seconds here. That way, when I send the next red nose, she's not going to collide with her sister. You just want to make sure you don't collide. It's a good way to lose 2 Zoombinis. This puzzle isn't too bad. I've seen worse. Believe me, I've seen worse. I mean, we could have the last time we came through Bubble Wonder Abyss, and we had to come through here 3 times just to solve the damn puzzle. Just to get all 16 through. I mean, we could have put 15 through, but I'm going for all 16 every single time. So, I did have to wait. Alright, she's safe. We don't have to worry about anything more. I made sure to watch the traps. I'm firing it semi willy-nilly. Like, I'm not caring which one I grab or who I send first. Since I know they're all going to be safe, I'm just making sure they don't collide with each other. Because if they collide with each other, well, bye-bye Zoombinis. Or Zoombinis, I should say. Now, I fired that one as soon as it clicked, because I knew the other one was safe. Now we just wait for all the Zoombinis to get out of their bubbles. This one was a complex one. I'll give it some credit this time. This one I can give some credit. Alright, let's see.
How fortunate for Zoombinis that
You can see here the little carts from the mirror machine. Maybe I should have pointed this out when we first came through Bubba Wonder Abyss. This thing has unlimited bubbles. Either that or it has just enough bubbles to get everyone across. And that is a successful run of Zoombinis. $60 Zoombinis at Zoombiniville.
Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zoombinis!
I think it might be 65 actually, now I think about it. Or 64. And there we are. We got the band shell. And these are the honorable Zoombinis who overcame their fear in the lines that had things go fine in the mirror machine and rode a wondrous bubble ship on Oh So Hard. And I guess they went and recorded each of these too. Whatever. Yeah, it's like this one's the mirror machine, not the. It might be random which ones you get. Got more Zoomini hoods. I'm still surprised that this is the. These are both whatever. But you can even see part of the. You can see part of this hut on the next screen over, where this is how big of a hut that is. And that is episode 13. Yeah, 64 Zoombinis. The journey's gonna get harder from here. Next time we're going back on the next set of Zoombinis, we're going through Who's Bayou for the third time, because I did runs 2 and 3 with the Who's Bayou. Personally, I like doing Who's Bayou. I'm going to do Who's Bayou with the odd number mission. In the even numbers, the Deep Dark Forest. I'm trying to see if I can try and keep it that consistent. We'll see how well I do with that. But these guys are going to be picky. I'm not gonna lie, this is getting. We had things go smoothly this time. Partially because Mirror Machine was a godsend. Good gravy, I've never seen that. Like, I've done this game millions of times, and honestly, I've never seen a setup where I've got to put all the crystal filters in the Mirror Machine down onto the platform and launch every Zoombinis that they put down on there. Like that was just ridiculously good. I'm not complaining, mind you. It's just I'm not used to seeing that. But next time, big bag and hungry. What will Arno and Wilhelmine want this time? Or how finicky will be the stone guard? Or even the allergic cliffs, from that matter. It almost looks like you got a pig's mouth here. Weird. Well, we'll see you all next time. This is Mystic Elf signing off. Have a good day.